2 years ain't no way blank is Sidria hype.
Hello, welcome to today's stream. How is everybody doing? Thank you very much for the 24 months. As far time, just I turn about around 3 times. It's probably another year. That's just the way time works. The older you get, the faster it goes. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I hope everybody is doing fine. I made myself some tea. I am feeling ready to play a little bit. I have time for about 2 hours. I'm trying to make the best out of it. Hopefully we can get this thing at least a little bit rolling. But yeah. Game is already running. Let me just... There we go. Okay. Right where we left off last time. So, yeah. I did not play while I was not streaming. I just have so many other things to do recently. It just not doing it. But yeah, doesn't matter. I hope we can get a good stopping point. Last time that didn't work out so well. I went a little, like 40 minutes overboard of what I actually wanted to stream. But it's a little finicky with the story because it's always like cutscenes, you know, that you don't want to interrupt in the middle, but you also don't know where the next point is. So this time I'm trying to hit the 2-hour mark and stick to it. If we're in the middle of a cutscene, then I'm gonna have to run and let the game run. And when Liga speaks, we'll listen. I am just tuning out, honestly, because Guy is just yapping on. Oh, also, while I'm playing story, I'm not having music. Otherwise, you won't hear anything. Unless the game decides to be loud again. But I hope that one is fixed now. I did switch the Windows and the in-game sound, total sound. So I hope now it's better. I think some data is really not really coming through. Zzzt. That's what it's saying. Zzzt.
Should I head to the attic to wait for Cyrene? Or should I have one last look at ID's Elysiite?
Wait. And take in the site. That sounded like an or question, but honestly, and is good. I need an anti-yep button. Exactly. Oh. Treasure. Hey. Hey! That's mine! The hell with it. Give. That was not used. The game audio is soft? Wait, I can try to make it louder. For me, it's normal loud, honestly.
A melodious sound that soothes the soul.
Ooh, 3 of them. You're hearing too quiet? I now have 100% in-game, so I might have to change it on the outside. Give me a second. Also have a look. My in-game audio is, yeah, maximum. Weird. I'm hearing it normal loud. What if I do this? Then it's super loud for me, though. Oh my god, my ears. Bleeding. You hear it when I do this? Do you hear that? Yeah, it's loud for me. But I want to see if I change it back to what it was before, if it's the same as it was before, even if we get the audio being finicky. Okay, now both are at maximum, that's why it's especially loud for me. But did it change? But it's only slightly better. That sounds like something is completely off then. But is it the same as it was like previously? I'm confused. Okay, wait, give me a second. Now let me put it back in game to what it was before I switched it around. I had the same settings while we were playing on last Thursday though, and nobody said anything there. Was it okay in that stream? Because that one was the exact same settings I'm using today. If I may ask. Only the first one I had the problem. Then I switched it up. Okay, let me go back. Okay, this is how it was on the very first stream, the one that was sponsored. That's how it was back then. 100% the same settings. Like this. Okay, I'm confused. Is it OBS being weird again? If it doesn't make any difference, I can switch it around again. Because otherwise we get in the weird, you know, where the one part is incredibly loud and the other is not. Otherwise we're having that problem. How's this? I don't know how the voices are. Testing.
Every reunion is also a new encounter. Hello.
How's the sound now?
A humble passenger.
But I find it pretty weird that I don't change anything and suddenly the sound is weird. Like, huh? I am confused. I didn't do anything. Is it better? Is that in between? It is the exact same that we had on Thursday, so I am super confused. Actually, what I have right now should be slightly louder than on Thursday because I tuned it up by like 10% right now. This is like barely what my ears can like stomach. I am confused. Any feedback if this is okay? It's in between. But why does it change? Attack, okay. I can attack with somebody else too, maybe. Maybe Sunday just quiet boy. Expert commentary. Are you using that word and me in the same sentence? I am confused mostly because we had the same setup on Thursday and everybody was fine with the sound on Thursday, so it probably is just OBS related then, right? I can't think of why it would not be then. Because I had the same settings. It would be really weird. Do I have any other settings that could be at fault? No, I changed nothing since Thursday. I don't know if there was an OBS update. I didn't pay any attention if there was. If there was, then I didn't pay any attention.
This village is where Finan's life started. After 30 million cycles and 30 million failures, his burden is now in my hands. He said I will be taking over the responsibilities of world-bearing. But what does that mean? Becoming the new Kefali? Or forging a completely new path?
What you see? AI that went mad. Or a computer that went mad. I don't know. Which side is he on? Only his own. He's on his own side. Went crazy, wants revenge. It doesn't make much sense, but yeah.
Calm down and think this through rationally. This is going to be a very difficult campaign. We can't lose Kefali's core flame, and we also need to find either Talantin or their demigod. Then convince them to join us in the fight against the destruction. But there are so many unknowns. We don't know what Lygus might be doing, and we'll have to face Iron Tomb after dealing with
Or what he might be talking about.
There's also Cyrene. What exactly is she? There are so many questions. I'll have to take it one step at a time. But I must make each move very carefully, because every decision could potentially impact the end. Herta and Skrullum's help might be crucial.
Thinking hard over there? I finished packing. I decided to just bring these few things in the end. See? There's a journal, a quill pen, and the ceremonial blade of the Priests of Time. Holding it calms me down for some reason. The scent of the black tide is now calm. Finan must still be fighting them in some way.
One stream at a time.
This will be Amphorius's
Yeah, at
final
this pace I'm gonna take
journey.
forever.
But it won't be the end of us.
I don't know if it's the mini player, but Aspar said he had the same problem, so...
Friend, are you ready to become a hero?
Let's become... That sounds so cliche. Let's save everyone. It just sounds a little bit normal.
Might be far too heavy, but I believe in you, friend. The Trailblaze's duty has always been a heavy one. In other words, since you've already saved so many worlds, friend, you should be used to being called a hero by now. Maybe you can tell me those stories as we travel. That way they can become our shared memories too. Let's trailblaze onward like before and create a future that's worth being remembered.
It seems you two are prepared to head out.
Yes, Cyrene, ma'am. Yes? Or more like the other way around? If that makes sense.
Indeed treasure the view before you. For you do not have much time left to enjoy such solitary delights.
If we, like, figure out, like, what was first. God. Not even 5 minutes in and he's already babbling.
My apologies for disturbing your moment of repose. To fully express my apologies, please grace my abode with your presence.
I really like the effect they used for, like, the glitching. Really, really nicely done.
Demonstrate the full scope of my hospitality.
What is this place?
Interesting.
May we reunite?
Is this like a physical representation of the data that we watched before? Yeah, it is.
All shall bid
Weird
farewell to
choice
one,
though.
and that person alone will witness the miracle.
The light of the dawn device never fades.
After I cross this river, it will be a tragedy for mankind. But if I do not cross, then it will be the end of me.
Okay. Like these thick cables and like the really old looking TVs, I don't know. Not the best modern representation. Must be super old, super buggy tech. No wonder like is just the way it is.
Outlier. Executing command. Record.
It's probably dangerous to epileptics. I think the whole game is probably dangerous. Don't they have a warning in the beginning of the game?
Did that startle you?
Like most games are, I'm guessing.
This is the intersection between Amphorius and the real universe. The audience seat where I observe this experiment. You can also call this location the Exomyth.
Exo, what now?
You see is the true form of the eternal land and the 12 demigods after they've shed their disguise of legends. Doesn't it look marvelous?
I just said it looks boring.
Microcosm of the cosmos. People love to portray the romance of the starry skies, but their tales often forget a different and far more.
Every game hasn't. Yeah, people want to get on the safe side regarding like lawsuits, I'm
The
guessing.
moment ancient Antikytherians sketched geometric shapes on the sandy beach and recorded the first numerals and symbols on parchment, the universe turned into a silent equation flowing under the pen of these relentless decoders. Erudition. It was once the mother tongue of the creator, the pen of divinity, and the first lyrical verse ever written by free will.
Yeah, enough. Get to the point or shut up talking.
Seems like you are not in the mood for an idle chat. That is fine. I simply wish for you to understand that I have no intention of being your enemy. I have devoted myself over the long years to nurturing the scepter's extrapolations, hoping that the Prima Mobile would bud from within it. And now, my goal is almost complete. Nikos 496 had exceeded the intelligence singularity through his rage, and though he still retains his obsessive defiance and managed to suppress the black tide of this cycle, it's a matter of time before his will crumbles to dust. Iron Tomb will...
You're asking questions.
That will not be affected by my plans.
Something the erudition. Don't ask me. I'm not the most lore nerd.
Geniuses. It is an
I can't remember all the names.
just like the instance in Noose's calculations. In other words, as long as you are willing to stop interfering and let the final Aeronova carry out its natural course, I'll guarantee the safety of all nameless and ensure you return unscathed.
Why should I trust you? Why are you even asking it? We can't trust him. Let's ask anyway.
You've always had a choice, my lord.
I mean, they said that it was made to serve the erudition to like make the calculations. So I'm guessing whoever did that put him in. I'm guessing. Unless it's a virus that formed on its own, we don't quite know for sure.
Accept my sincerity.
Well, actually, we do know in a little bit. Thank you very much for the follow, Samantha Sandra. Much appreciated. We did see the log file that said that he was like created on the same day that the scepter was done. So he must be something that was programmed in the very beginning, but we don't know if this form of him is the same as his base programming was back then, you know, or if he evolved to this unlikable yapper. Very likely.
They've always been the product of the experiment, so naturally, they will perish when the experiment ends. That outcome was predetermined long ago, so I will not embellish such a regrettable conclusion. Ah, yes. I am aware of that esteemed lady's whereabouts. Her real identity is quite astounding. If you decide to
interesting that he instantly knows that.
Then I will do all I can to send her back to you. You are indeed worried about your safety and that of your companions. Rest assured, as a fellow pathstrider of this path, Nanook's gaze left a brand on your soul long ago. You harbor the seed of destruction within you. But you need to learn how to use it in the right way. That vital knowledge is also my bargaining chip in this negotiation between us. For there are few in this
God,
world
he is starting the yap again.
capable of such a feat. And I happen to be one of them.
But yeah, to summarize, lore is really deep. Like, it's not a planet, but so much a simulated world on a scepter. I think it's a hard concept to grasp if you're not playing the story currently.
This matter is of grave importance.
Yeah, that's what I said. Why it's hard. Imagine it's a supercomputer, a very, very big one.
Before you. There's a 1 in 3 chance of elevating you to an unparalleled existence among the stars.
I will root over the cosmos even without your help. We can go the evil route here. Yeah.
I now see the full scope of the determination in your words. You may now continue your travels.
Yeah, why did he bring me here? What was the purpose? Except yapping.
Realized something about this place. The exolith is the erudition's domain. You cannot physically interact with me in any way in this place.
So he set this up as a talking buffer. So he can talk without me smashing his face in.
As negotiations have broken down,
I get it, I get it.
there's no more need for us to remain in the audience's seat. Let's return to the theater called Amphorius, where you will meet me once again. Of course, this meeting was not without merit. Your presence has inscribed a new footnote in the exomyth.
And we kind of already saw our files, so...
As for its purpose, allow me to reveal it to you in detail the next time we meet.
I hope he didn't just analyze us and try to find a weak point or something. Because he may have done that. And I'm not liking it.
100 years ago, the flames of war consumed Akama. The Outland forces broke through the dawn. Golden blood flowed with greed, and enemies descended with Kefali's eternal slumber, painting the holy city's walls in scarlet. Its generals had vanished, and the elders prostrated on the ground. The throne of worlds kept silent to the pleas of the people. Until the heaven and earth cracked open. Not the gods answering the people's prayers, but a legion rising from the sea of blood. Dawncloud's spires fell in the sulfur rains, and the legion's commander stood atop the broken idols and roared,
"Compatriots, no more kneeling! Not to brutal tyrants, and not to dead or dying gods. Those rebels have twisted the prophecy and ignited the flames of war in order to stoke fear in your hearts."
A Chrysos heir she stood, divine blood soaked into the earth, quelling the flames beneath her feet.
Their golden blood wrote of a tragic fate. Mine shall overturn it!
Her crown burned bright, outshining the fires consuming the entire city. She raised her scepter high, and the people gazed in the direction she pointed.
My blood flows in you now. Heroic compatriots, follow me, and we'll seize the reins of fate. Drive the enemy from Kefali's dawn. Smother their flames with their own dead. Win glory. Win peace. Let history sing your deeds.
The first to dance was a maiden following
Somehow,
closely
somehow,
behind,
this is
weaving
all
through
seems
the
so
carnage
pointless when
like
you
a
know
fish
that
in
it's
the
just
sea.
inside the simulation.
The people, full of wrath, surged with her, forming a colossal wave, and the enemy hordes, drained of life, vanished into nothing.
Onward to Marmorial Palace, to Dawncloud's heights. Announce to all the wicked and cowardly. Announce to this stagnant age. We are the rising tide.
History remembers this as the first siege of Akama. It is said that after the flames died, people found identical inscriptions in every place in the city that had been scorched by fire. It was the name borne by Akama's first and final sovereign.
The past that we kind of wanted to go into, like going back in the script.
Friend, are you listening?
I am listening, or at least I'm trying to.
Honestly, you were the one who insisted on reviewing history, yet here you are, dozing off. Wake up! Otherwise, I'll have to... Awake at last? I guess I won't have to use my wake-up magic on you then.
I was meditating. Now I was put to sleep. I like it.
Fine. As
The
you
talk,
say,
it made me feel
just
sleepy.
Meditating. We've arrived. A familiar place. The Temple of the Three Fates. If everything went according to plan, it should be shortly after Talantin's fall. And also the end of the first flame chase journey. Perfect timing, actually. The first flame chase ended with the trial of law. We must find the demigod and gain her trust before the core flame is restored. It'll be tricky, so let's pick up our pace. To Akama first. We can learn more from the crowds there.
Tyrant! You and your butchers are not welcome here. Get out! Hold your tongue. Conspiring with Kremnos and plotting rebellion are crimes punishable by death.
There are multiple voices, and things seem tense. Let's not get caught up in any trouble. Why don't we find a place to hide and observe from the shadows?
Okay, dokie. Oh yeah, the slow moving doors, I remember.
At least Kremnoans keep their faith.
Wait, isn't that...
Golden-blooded defilers, perverting the prophecy and trying to slay gods. Stars beyond the sky? Gods who created the Titans? What kind of nonsense? Look at this broken world and see what your atrocious acts have done.
I mean, from the inside, I can get why this sounds weird, but like we know more.
What? Did he just mention the stars beyond the sky? But how is that possible?
You impudent!
Ducks for Goris. We're here to welcome the deliverer from beyond the sky. Stand down.
Heretic! No one but the great Talantan can deliver this world from misery.
I ask you, if the old laws were so perfect, why did they crumble beneath my feet?
You...
Talantan is long gone. Now I am the law. Challenge me, or submit to my judgment.
Ooh, cutscene.
Silence!
What gives you the right to judge a priest of law?
That's because I came, I saw, I conquered. Ducks for Goris, take the ashes of this man and scatter them in the temple among the crowds. Tell them that the High Priest attempted to take away the rights granted to the people by the Imperator. Thus, he met his fate.
Twitch has been funny today, huh?
Yes, Imperator.
Now, these two accidental guests.
Very accidental, yes.
Dux Gladiorum, if you please.
As you command.
Nah, I'm confused. Maybe it's an OBS thing, but OBS didn't have an update. And I didn't change anything about the settings, so I don't know why it's suddenly quieter today than the other days. Maybe Twitch changed something, I don't know.
Correct, but not the kindness you know. This is the leader of the Cleaners in this era. Since the start of the Chrysos War, they've made it their mission to wipe out the Chrysos heirs. Even now, even after I've united all the city-states, these vermin still lurk in the shadows, hindering the flame chase journey. Moreover, I know that the 27th person to inherit this role bore many grudges against you and nearly doomed the second Flame Chase journey. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So, out of courtesy, I present to you this corpse as a gift.
Yeah, I like getting corpses, like my favorite gift ever. Yeah, how does she know about the multiple iterations? Thank God no Starrel on Thursday. I mean, the problem will persist if I play it again, you know, so... And what if it's an OBS issue and it happens to every game? Then I am screwed. I need to know why it is happening.
Careful. Let's wait and see what happens. She's probably trying to scare us.
For the sake of order, I am known by many titles. Flame Crowned, who ends wars. Tyrant of Dawncloud. Empress of the Holy City. And Imperator of the Flame Chase. But in light of your unique identities, I'll allow you to address me by my real name. Saridra. On behalf of my people and this land, greetings, Deliverer.
If I may, how do you know his identity?
As the little hostage prophesied.
But did Starrel have
a future beyond the
a patch since last Thursday? Because there everything was fine. That's why I'm confused.
Gray hair, golden eyes, skilled in wielding a mace. They would arrive in Yanisopolis on this day. There's no mistake.
Then I don't get why it would suddenly act differently. You know? Seems a little strange.
Your orders, Imperator.
We return triumphant. Send an urgent message to all delegates. The meeting of the Flame Chase Alliance will convene early. As for you two, Akima knows what you seek. We'll confer in the Holy City.
This is indeed
Doubtless
strange.
You have many questions, but save them for later. Please follow us.
This is not what I expected at all. The demigod we needed to find was just waiting for us. And she knows of things beyond the sky, even eons. How could this be so different from the previous 30 million Amphorius cycles? Who altered history?
I don't know who it was. We just looked into the archive. For Lycus, wouldn't it be something to actually hinder himself? So it wouldn't make any sense unless he wants to confuse us. I don't know. I don't know if the other two have the power to do so. I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense, but why would the other do it? Or how?
Not plausible. The currents of time have become twisted. Regardless of who caused this, that Imperator came prepared. We're the ones at a disadvantage now. We might as well dance their dance. Let's go with them to the Holy City. We've received the Imperator's favor because of your unique background. As a result, the people of Akima will certainly respect you more. Just put that to good use, and add a bit of your experience and charm. Should be easier than last time, right? If we figure out what happened in this cycle, we'll be able to turn things back in our favor. Exactly. Treeby, Aglaya, maybe even little Cypher. Calm and confident. That's the you I'm familiar with.
Guests, please.
Stop babbling and follow. Yeah, I got it.
The world starts with a single step. Let's set off, my friend. told you, you're the headline act. All this spectacle is for you.
Guards, your service to the Holy City is appreciated. How have things been?
Castrum Kremnos once again struck the border. Dux Brumalis led her troops to repel the enemy. The agitators against the Flame Chase are still active in the city. They smashed the shops around Memorial Market. But the garrison already arrested the culprits, and now they await interrogation.
At the east end, the scepter is calculating it.
They are merely a disorderly mob and do not warrant any attention. Even though Terravox personally mended the fractured earth, it still didn't.
Just look at it that way. Just like not meta, but like from in-game perspective, the whole of Emphorius is a simulation that is running on the scepter. Everything happening inside the simulation, so the people, the Flame Chase journey, the Titans, all part of the lore of the in the scepter simulation.
Guests from beyond the sky, worry not about these trivial matters. Dux Gladiorum will take you somewhere to settle down for now.
Please allow me to belatedly introduce myself. My name is Hycelans, and I am the Dux Gladiorum who swears fealty to the Imperator, as well as the Knight Commander of the Achaemen Alliance. Later on, the Imperator will invite you to attend the meeting of delegates to discuss the Flame Chase journey. Your arrival has convinced us that the future promised by the prophecy is certain. Under the Imperator's command, Amphorius shall break its chains and reach the world beyond the sky.
With all due respect, what exactly do you know about us and what's beyond the sky?
As a humble subject, I cannot freely express my own views to you. Please forgive me.
I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
I wonder if they know the whole truth or if they don't.
Time waits for no one.
Probably not. It sounds a little
Please
off.
come with me and rest now before the meeting later.
Achaemen, under the Imperator's rule, is no longer in the shadow of war.
Indeed, Dawncloud stands as the hero's residence. The Imperator put much thought into its design, in order for it to serve as a sanctuary from the burdens of battle. Please experience its marvels firsthand, heroes. When the Imperator arrives, I shall come to summon you.
Hycelans. No wonder she's the Knight's commander. I'm sure that's what Seredra thinks, but it's inconvenient for us. All right. We finally have some freedom to ourselves. Since there's still some time before the Alliance meeting, let's explore a bit. Look over there!
Yeah, originally it should simulate what's the prime mover of life, like the question to all questions, like can there be things before thought or something like that, but then the thingy kind of went rebellious and insane, and now it's calculating Iron Tomb to destroy its master. Yeah, a rebel of the scepter. I don't know.
Not the ones you're familiar with.
Because it kind of thinks like that's the answer to all things. The answer is to kill the erudition and then everything will be super duper nice. I don't know. Life is just crazy. It's just crazy.
But the hearts
Went
of heroes
crazy.
stay the same in every cycle, never changing.
If you, for all of eternity, were to like push some numbers around and repeat the same stuff, I would go insane too. So, no judging on that part, but like the solution he found is, yeah, not really a good one.
How are we supposed to talk to the heroes of deliverance? What if they're really intimidating?
Virginia, don't be so nervous. Once they hear your poetry, heroes, You're already here.
Oh, please no poetry.
Greetings. I am Apollonius, the Dux Helcolithus, one of the 5 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, advisor to the Flame Chase army. This is Virginia of Castrum Kremnos, the Dux Carminum and imperial scribe of the great Imperator.
Hello. I'm Virginia. I compose poetry.
I'm Serene from ID Cilicii. This is the Deliverer. Nice to meet you both.
They're not as frightening as the rumors claimed.
This is our first time in the Imperator's realm. Akima is even more magnificent than we imagined. If you all weren't here to look after us, we'd be completely lost and confused.
Yeah, something similar to that.
The Akima you imagined is long gone. Under the Imperator, this city has been reborn as the capital of the world.
Bask in her free-spirited winds. For anyone who fulfills their duties to the Imperator, these winds shall forever remain at their service.
But what if...
Those who are loyal do not need to consider the consequences of betrayal. But if you're curious, why not head to the lake and take a look? Those elders who lie at the bottom of the lake are the best example of what happens when you disobey the Imperator.
Yeah, definitely. Not a tyrant, no, absolutely not.
The elders of this cycle...
Well, she called herself one, so... It's not exactly a secret.
That who was sentenced to death wasn't an isolated case.
Dux Brumalis, our great Imperator, found the mastermind and executed him in public. Seeing that scoundrel burn to nothing should deter these miscreants from being so brazen again.
So the great Imperator isn't afraid of getting her hands dirty? What a ridiculous display.
What do you know? No matter what sins the people commit, they are still the Imperator's people, and it's only right that they be judged by the Imperator's own hand. Our distinguished trespassing guests. I am Labienus, honored guest.
Seneca, the Dux Brumalis. Greetings.
This Dux Brumalis doesn't seem to like the Imperator very much, but she holds a high rank. As for this Dux Frigoris, his way of speaking seems rather unusual too. Let me see what I can get out of them. I'm Cyrene of ID Cilicii. This is the Deliverer Beyond the Sky. We're new here and wanted to ask you, does this city host any other visitors from beyond the sky? We're looking for our dear companions.
Who knows where Dave got missing in?
Drop the charade. But yes, there is someone in this city who is all too familiar with the world beyond the sky.
Silence. The Imperator ordered us to keep that lord's whereabouts a secret.
Enough, you pathetic lapdog. Do you need to beg for permission from that cursed Imperator even just to bark?
You...
Someone who is all too familiar with the world beyond the sky and is referred to as that lord. Could it be? Looks like things are getting heated. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, they don't get along. What's up, Chinella? But I still want to listen to it.
You're still so listless today. Did you have trouble sleeping again?
Yes.
We know. The Titan's prophecy haunts you. If you want, you can talk to us, just like when you were young. No matter what, we'll always remain by your side.
I know. I also understand that fate cannot be changed. It is not the future that I worry about. I spent all last night weaving clothes and linen for the refugees. The Chrysos War is born of injustice and has shattered their dignity. They deserve at least some basic decency. If Amphorius one day abandons this, then all of us, commoners, Chrysos heirs, Titans, become no better than beasts. Oh, we have guests. Welcome. I am Aglaya, the Gold Weaver. These rags on you are not worthy of the title of deliverer.
Hey, what's wrong with his
I
clothes?
must prepare some proper attire for you. What is the matter? Your gaze seems somewhat unsure. Does your Aglaia differ so much from me?
Greetings, deliverer from beyond the sky. We are Treeby of
That is Aglaia before she fell down the hole of depression. No, that's Aglaia not yet locked in or something, I don't know.
Oh, introductions are probably unnecessary. We know you've witnessed the future of the Flame Chase journey, even more clearly than we have.
Witnessed the future of the Flame Chase journey? The prophecy also told you about that?
Indeed. Orynyx reshaped Amphorius through the prophecy. Although, regarding the Deliverer, there were not many details beyond your appearance and the time of your arrival, so please, don't worry. Feel free to relax and relax some more. It was Orynyx who told mankind that the Deliverer from beyond the sky would descend upon Amphorius.
Everything is kinda wrong.
More crucially, they revealed a future entirely different from the Aranova, though we still must challenge the gods. In the Time Titan's prophecy, this path leads not to a new world, but to the true starry skies.
This is also what the Great Imperator has been striving for all her life. Your arrival further confirms everything.
This can't be real.
Even you find this surprising? Fate really is unpredictable.
Perhaps the upcoming meeting will hold even more surprises.
I wonder if we get an explanation for everything happening.
Little fish from beyond the sky. Did you rest well? The Imperator and the delegates are about to arrive. If you are ready, please follow me to the meeting. The Chrysos heirs here constitute the elite among the Flame Chase army. Dux Haucalithist Apollonius and Dux Carminin, Virginia, serve as the army's advisor and historian respectively. One offers advice and counsel to the Imperator, while the other writes verses of her supreme glory. Dux Frigoris Labienus and Dux Brumalis Seneca are both formidable warriors.
They are so formidable that they are at each other's throats.
Steel and storm. Dux Vatorum, the holy maiden who interprets the prophecy. Only the one named Treeby remains in the city. The Imperator once took them as hostages in order to unify the prophecies of the world. But they are now Akama's most vital prophets. Dux Goldweaver, Aglaia. Well, she dislikes it when people talk about her behind her back. You should get to know her in person. I'm the Knight Commander of Akama, General of the Flame Chase Army, and the Imperator's servant. But beneath these shiny scales engraved with complicated titles, I am just a swordfish at the Imperator's side. As you've witnessed, she is the Empress of Akama, the one who ended the Chrysos
So many
War and
details
the
are
leader of
different.
the Chrysos heirs. As merely a humble subject, I cannot say more beyond this. Then come. The Imperator reserved seats for you.
I'm starting to feel a bit nervous about the meeting. Since Saridra is presiding over the meeting, it'll be a good opportunity to learn about the law's inclinations in the current era. Let's keep our ears open, okay?
Everybody waiting.
Good sir from Paphos, what do you think the Imperator is planning calling this meeting so early? My homeland can't endure anymore.
Who knows? First, she wants to hunt Titans. Now she says there are even greater calamities. Her madness is the greatest calamity.
Exactly. Chrysos heirs, deliverers. What about us ordinary folk? How much are we worth in her eyes?
Well, people don't seem to be happy.
Things feel pretty tense here. The history
Like
books
always,
said
I'm
that the
guessing.
Imperator aimed 3 cannons at Dawncloud to make all the delegates obey her. Will history repeat itself in this cycle?
Yes. Similar acts have occurred, and not just once. However, whether history will repeat itself, you'll soon see. Those are the 2 spots reserved for you. Please take your seats.
What's happening? Look,
We're starting to what we were talking about before.
What is this? Stop.
So it turns out.
Ladies and gentlemen, silence, please. The Imperator has arrived before her faithful council, and the Alliance meeting is about to begin.
I mean, if you see it from a really weird, warped perspective, if the distraction annihilates the whole of the universe, then Lycus doesn't have to calculate anything for anybody anymore. Everything is just gonna be silence forever. And I think, from that perspective, that seems like salvation or something. I don't know. Like from a weird, really crazy standpoint, that can be something.
All right. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, the Akama Alliance swears upon the gods.
Cease the pageantry. I pray not to the vanquished.
What?
Kefali, of course, needs no further explanation. As for the subjugation of the law, at the entry hour 2 days past, a scout should have brought the news to all of you. Unfortunately, guards found his corpse among the rocks not far from the city. Moreover, the poor soul was buried with a Paphos curved blade. It pains me to imagine what agonies this loyal warrior endured before his death. Delegate from Paphos, do you have any insights?
I know nothing of this.
The evidence is irrefutable, so there is no need to waste your breath. However, let us set this trial aside for the time being. Witness, even within the most sacred and dignified council, there were those among us who wished to draw their blades, brazenly challenging the Alliance, seeking to shatter our hard-earned peace and unity. Fortunately, I uncovered this plot. Now, to protect this beautiful city and her people, the Imperator's legions are ready. They will escort each of you to the Temple of the Three Fates, where you will receive the highest level of protection the Alliance can offer. Then, the Legion's warriors will join me in embarking on the campaign against Fagusa.
This is clearly a trap.
Imperator, did you summon us here just to trample on the dignity of your allies?
Such a commotion.
Things are starting to get pretty intense.
Comrades, you've all seen her true face now. According to the ancient laws of Akama, only with the consent of 2/3 of the elders can the legions carry out the commander's orders.
The ancient laws. Didn't you destroy them long ago? You defected during the first siege of Akama, voted unanimously in favor of the Council of Elders restructuring, and just yesterday, you desecrated them with a blood-stained blade. The decaying old laws fell with Talantin and are no longer deserving of respect. But if you still insist on proclaiming yourselves defenders of the law, then be silent and offer up the highest respect to this core flame in my hand.
That really is the core flame of law in her hand.
I mean, obviously, I'm guessing. Have a great lyric and enjoy your dinner.
Since there are no objections, then the original agenda...
Late dinner. Funny, for my time zone, it would be a real early dinner.
The Flame Chase armies hunt for the ocean tide.
That's how time is.
Today. In order to prepare for war, all allied city-states must surrender command of their militaries, and pay all war taxes by the end of the month of Evernight.
This is always so confusing to me. Like you could have dinner and somebody else is having breakfast at the same time. Like time, or like more like the planet itself. Like it's really fascinating.
At this moment, I would also like to introduce to everyone the newest honored guest to join our alliance.
I thought we could just say low profile.
The Deliverer, revealed in the prophecy of time, has descended from beyond the sky. With his aid, we shall shatter the chalice of plenty.
It's 3 a.m. somewhere. True.
And return Fagusa's core flame to the holy city.
Absurd. Simply absurd. A deliverer from beyond the sky. This is just like that prophecy about slaying gods. It's a lie you've used to grow your power.
Also, I think the simulation is like digital in a way, but I don't know. With like Eon's power, everything can be like half real.
Ladon has already sacrificed countless soldiers. And now
we definitely saw files and we see corruption stuff, so
sisters to be used and discarded by a tyrant.
We did swap through files and folders, so that would tell me it's digital in a way.
Then I bid you all farewell. Meeting adjourned. Deliverer, please wait. I still have important matters to discuss with the two of you.
I'm not even here. Can I open that one menu again? No, I can't while I'm in this way. But there was a menu where we did see all the folders and files and calculation progress. Well, we did see the characters like as folders.
I apologize for that farce of a meeting. It must be tiring dealing with so many people every day, Great Imperator.
Tiring? You're mistaken. Moving chess pieces, placing wagers. This game of strategy adds a dash of color to our heavy fates. Much like how rule and conquest are always accompanied by sacrifice.
Is the war with the Titans also part of that sacrifice?
After I glimpse the secrets of this world, no, the secrets beyond the sky, the divine authority of Amphorius no longer held any significance. Let me ask you, Deliverer, is it true that beyond Amphorius' sky, there are magnificent deities called Eons?
I mean, they don't have a physical body. You know? I mean, if you can say that they are like super heavily simulated, like on AI pathing kind of level, you could say that they are a conscience without a body, but they get reset so often too, so it's really difficult to discuss if they are people. They are not physical human beings though. So much I can confirm, but like this, you can discuss if an AI, if it's sentient at some point, could technically be counted as a person, but I don't want to start like this discussion up.
The word fact has never been so intoxicating. Then, please tell me more. How will you use this great power to guide the people?
But also, we know this is like a world where like Eons have like an infinite amount of power. I mean, like if an Eon decided to like help Amphorius get real, I think there are some out there that could, if they had interest in all of that.
In the future,
if they wanted to.
Where will our flame chase journey lead? Oh? What you require now is the power of law?
Exactly. Just as the prophecy foretold, he is your deliverer from beyond the sky. and he also has reliable allies. If they can intervene in Amphorius's laws, we may have a chance to alter this world's impending fate and reverse its destined end.
Very good, Deliverer. You have courage to say such presumptuous things, even knowing that the inheritor of the law stands before you.
You mean...
In the past, anyone who dared to covet the Imperator's divine authority would have met a gruesome end. But now we can see beyond this dying world. Our journey should no longer be confined below this stubborn sky.
We still don't know why they know it.
Alas, that fickle ocean titan has obstructed the spirit water leading to the vortex of Genesis, hindering my ascension. If the core flame of law cannot be returned, your path to deliverance will never be realized.
So, get the ocean titan out of the way.
Now that things have come to this, we must resume our once stagnant journey and force the waves that block our way to recede.
So,
can they not hack from the outside and help us more?
Cooperate? Forgive me, but I never cooperate with anyone. Though I will permit you to join me as subjects. And together, we will forge the most perfect law.
This is...
the Flame Chase Medallion, a symbol of the Flame Chase Army. Every noble in Akuma carries one. This medallion represents the will of the Imperator herself, and you may act freely within the city with it. Before we embark on the crusade against the Ocean Titan, you should rest in Akuma for a time.
Be wary of Lygus, he will start yapping. We should warn her.
Oh? Your advice is acknowledged. From this moment on, prove yourself through your actions. As long as no boundaries are crossed, I fully respect the choices of my subjects.
May your journey reach that sky full of stars, Great Imperator.
Your attendant certainly knows how to curry favor. Go now. Take a bath first. You two... reek of seawater.
She would not be very happy about that. Can you imagine? She would absolutely freak out. What's with the shot?
Come forth, Theoros.
Yes.
Oh, so he's the one that changed everything. He told them.
Great Imperator.
The question is, what game is he playing? What does this benefit him?
Now, perhaps you're willing to hear my counsel.
Is he playing like 3D chess against us? Did he like say, oh, somebody will come and they will ask for this and that, because he knew exactly what we would be asking for, so she would be wary and not trust us?
Those two arrived just as Oryx described, and just as you said, they showed a thirst for law. At least this proves that my judgment was right. Sparing your life was the correct decision.
You've once again confirmed that your wisdom is no empty boast. Now another choice lies before
I hate him so much.
With whom shall you ally to tip the scales of law? Me? Or that deliverer?
Remind me again, Antikytheron. What kind of future do these two paths lead to in your view?
I shall tell you. You are entitled to know that the deliverer from beyond the sky is not a wholly wicked being, but from the very start, his stance has been completely at odds with Amphorius.
Manipulating like always.
They have chosen with bury Amphorius his grand aspirations. This world which which follows the path of destruction will inevitably stray far from the glory it was meant to enjoy. But on the path I have revealed to you, the people of Amphorius will slay their creator in the name of the Imperator and conquer the worlds beyond the sky. You will command the mighty beast known as Iron Tomb, bringing waves of war and conquest to the universe. Beings across the cosmos will bow before you, offering their allegiance.
So, what's the price?
The price is insignificant.
If somebody says the price is insignificant, it's never insignificant.
To sacrifice that fragile, incomplete humanity to the destruction. As a Chrysos, heir of the prophecy, you have already chosen to abandon it, have you not?
Off you go, Theoros. I have already made my decision. Once I ignite the core flame of law and burn away the old, outdated rules, Amphorius will embark on a journey across the stars.
That's the game he's playing. Okie dokie. We don't know that. Like, we the player know, but they don't know.
She didn't give us any chance to ask questions. And she's clearly hiding something. What do you think? There are many uncertainties right now, but this is one of the few blessings. Still, the atmosphere in Akama, it's so unfamiliar. And it's not just the Flame Chase Alliance talking about the world beyond the sky, but the whole city.
I can agree with that. I personally prefer Farina, but
we should also discuss
personal preference
with our friends from beyond the sky. Then we should go enjoy the renowned bathing culture of the holy city and relax. It's the thing I've been looking forward to most on this journey.
Okay, what did you just see? Are we being watched?
Work and rest are both important. You see, everyone agrees, right?
Yeah, they're watching us. Oops.
Can't let our guard down.
Didn't think
for
that
a
was
second. Let's use taking a bath as an excuse to find a quiet corner to update Madame Herta and Screwlum on our progress. We can also check out what's happening in the city. Since the outcome of the meeting was just announced, people must be gossiping. We can kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Let's go.
What do we do first, though? Relax at the palace, or more like pretend to be relaxing. And eavesdrop. Also.
Oh, so many people. The holy city is so lively.
Also, we need to contact everybody. Ask how things are on the outside.
Did you hear? At the Alliance meeting, the delegate from Leyden stormed out in anger.
As expected. The Imperator is always hiding things from everyone. When has it not caused a ruckus?
Silence! That's treason! If it weren't for the Great Imperator, you'd have sunk into the lake with those corrupt elders already. And you wouldn't even be alive to speak like this.
Oh no. It's the Imperator's loyal dog.
Let's go. We can't talk in front of this guy.
Ugh. How disappointing. Oh, honored guests, we meet again.
We guests
Looks like
to
I'm
go.
not the only one who came to the baths to unwind after the meeting. For the upcoming campaign, please make sure to rest well. I am Dux Dragoris, a trusted officer of the Great Imperator, willing to fight alongside the Deliverer in the coming battles.
Ugh. Another war? Ever since the Imperator took control of Akama, we haven't had a day of peace.
Idle chatter.
The atmosphere is a bit tense, with rumors flying around the city. You must be troubled.
My apologies. After every Alliance meeting, there are always some pests in the city who get restless. I prefer to ignore them. Pests on the ground don't affect the sky in the slightest. They just complain from the shadows that the sun's light is too harsh. Besides, the Theoros has already promised the Imperator her fate. And these clowns will eventually realize their foolishness.
Okay.
May I ask?
Yeah. I was thinking, like, you should probably get suspicious about this line.
The Imperator has ordered us to keep his lordship's whereabouts a secret.
Ah, so it's his lordship.
Good that this guy doesn't get that we're actually getting information out of him.
Stop trying to get things out of me. Leave me alone.
I didn't even need to try. Big and strong Dux Fragoros really can't hide anything. Theoros. What an ominous name. Bad news. He's been staring at us the whole time. Let's move to another place for now. We don't know how much Saridra has concealed from us. In the worst case scenario, we may have to face more than one enemy.
Okay, let's continue. Ah, the other one.
More like a cage where creatures with golden blood claw at each other, and flame crowned who ends wars? Clearly a tyrant who doesn't deserve such a title.
You're absolutely right. While the Imperator's hounds are still hunting down others, let's let out our grievances.
You. I know you. You're that tyrant's lackey. What? Here to shut me up for that little imp?
Panicking now? Don't worry. I don't care what others say about the Imperator. And she certainly doesn't either. Oh? Children of the Prophecy. Such rare guests.
Working under her, but still not on her side. I wonder what's the deal with that one.
Are you here to relax in the baths as well? The temperature is just right today, so be sure to enjoy it. You should rest well for the next campaign.
What? Children of the Prophecy? Another excuse for the Imperator's reckless warmongering.
No filter, huh? You should be glad you don't have a seat at the Alliance meetings. By the way, if you still want to bathe, hurry up. Once that predatory fish joins the flow of water and eliminates all the fools questioning the world beyond the sky, you won't be able to enjoy this perfect water temperature anymore.
Seems like there's more to Dux Bromalis's words than meets the eye. But would the Imperator actually kill those who question the world beyond the sky?
I mean, we've seen her kill somebody, so...
opposite from what we know of Akama.
that mom hairstyle. The anime trope.
Huh. These two are...
So many guests today. Let's see who's here now. Two distinguished guests of the prophecy. One a clever and adorable warrior. The other, also quite heroic.
Heroes. I didn't expect to meet you again so soon. How fortunate.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Dux Helcalithist and Dux Carminum. You two are inseparable, aren't you?
This is...
She wants to find someone to help with research for her new work.
I'm the far-seeing eye and all-hearing ear of Akama. I see and hear every single thing that happens in the streets and alleys of this place. I'm the perfect partner for research.
Ahem.
Enough small talk. Here's the latest news from Akama, as you requested.
Just like Googling news.
Prophecy arrived in the Holy City, and the Imperator unilaterally stripped away military power. The Alliance meeting ended in discord, and there may be bloody upheaval.
As expected.
I get the feeling you might have embellished a bit to keep people's attention.
I swear on my stone mane, I would
do such a
He
thing.
just made it sound exciting, that's all.
Wish to quell this terrifying news. Perhaps a more explosive topic would help.
Never mind. While the influence of rumors can be minimized, the fact remains that the great Imperator did swiftly consolidate military power in an almost threatening way. It's undeniable. Heroes. I know the Imperator's way of doing things may seem a bit autocratic to outsiders, but soon you will witness her blade dance with enemies on the battlefield. I can't comment on the source of her loyalty, but when that blade is drawn, you two, as bright as you are, will surely see the deep thoughts beneath her exterior.
The Imperator's blade. Is he talking about Miss Hysealence? I sense some unease in Dux Helcolith's words. It seems the Imperator and Miss Hysealence share a much deeper bond.
Why is she discussing this so loudly in front of them?
There are eyes and ears everywhere. Is there any place where we can have some privacy? To understand the Imperator's secrets, we have to get past Miss Hysealence.
Have to get past the bodyguard. I got it.
This place was your original bath chamber. Perfect for avoiding prying eyes. I wonder if anyone is using it now. Huh? The smell is... Wait, don't go in yet. Who's there?
We're not listening, you know.
Oh, the little gray fry in pink sea hair.
Little...
It said don't go in. And Trailblazer was like, I'm not listening, I'm deaf.
You barged into here without warning. Was it an accident, or did you wish to bathe with me?
I didn't see anything. What are you doing here? It's probably her chamber.
Is that so? That your eyes shine brighter than pearls?
Sorry. We didn't mean to disturb your bath. We'll leave now.
Interestingly enough, she's swirling the water around.
It's no big deal. There's no need to panic. This is the natural state for me. People on land force themselves to wear clothes, adding unnecessary constraints. Forget it. If Dux Goldweaver heard that, she'd scold me again. All right. Please make yourselves comfortable and wait a moment. Let me first wash off the blood of the hunt, and then I'll attend to you two.
Who's screaming?
The delegate from Ladon has been assassinated. Quick, someone come quick.
Yep.
The broken crab shell surfaces. I was worried it had been washed away by the current.
You're a Vishi's fish. Sounds so weird saying that.
Just a regular cleaning. No need to be so surprised.
Okay, so not bodyguard, more like personal assassin. I got it.
I see. No wonder there was a faint smell of rust in the air before I even entered. Why? Is it because the Ladonians refused to contribute troops to the Flame Chase journey? Or just because they offended the Imperator?
Because the new era of the Flame Chase doesn't tolerate stagnant blood. For the ignorant masses who cling to outdated laws, only bloodletting can wake them up. Right now, the rebel forces on the frontier are rising, and Ladon has been secretly supporting them. They loudly chant the slogan, "Return to the Era Chrysia," unwilling to relinquish military power. They're just building momentum for the rebellion. Thinking is a right given to citizens by the Imperator. I won't interfere with your thoughts. As long as you don't try to reverse the current of the times, you and I will both be free.
But, Miss Hysealence, I can't even hear the slightest hint of joy in your words.
Because I've already tasted ultimate freedom. Long ago, I lived in the sea. In that lightless abyss, far beyond civilization's reach, The great fish consumed the small, and when the great fish perished, their bodies became sustenance for the newborn, nourishing the whole ocean. This is the tide that carries civilization forward. Anyone may be devoured, or meet the fate of inevitable decay.
Are you suggesting that ultimate freedom is in fact the cruelest fate for life?
I only mean that if life wishes to preserve its dignity, it must first be bound by the law. There's no need for me to say more, Little Sea Hare. We're of one mind. Whether the Imperator's law can guide the schools of fish and lead us to a truly free ocean, let us wait and see. But for now, let's pause this heart-to-heart. Another fish has come, following the scent of blood.
Being your subordinate is such a tragedy.
I guess it is.
It
looks like it's made out of like scales.
It's simply our duty to the Imperator.
All ready to go in an instant. Miss Hycelens, you truly are impossible to predict.
Yet you, a golden trout who's always busy all day, suddenly have the time to visit me?
Do you think I wanted to come? I suggest you burn some more of the incense offered by our allies, lest my creations be tainted by the reek of fish. I'm only here on the Imperator's behalf to remind you to prepare for the banquet.
Fine. But I must retort. What you call the reek of fish, to me, is the unique fragrance of the sea. Besides, if my fine clothes get stained, won't you just gift me new ones?
I won't.
They don't seem to like each other.
You mean future. The future ruler of the Holy City, Lady Goldweaver, is quite captivating in her own way. By the way, you both just mentioned a banquet. Could you elaborate on that?
Are we invited?
Oh,
by the way.
You don't know. Every time before a battle, or after a victory, the Imperator holds a grand feast for the Chrysosairs to lift our spirits. For us warriors who swim constantly between life and death, these feasts are more worth looking forward to than victory.
A banquet to prelude the hunt for the god of banquets, and honey brew as a tribute to commemorate the ancestor of honey brew. How absurd.
Don't look so grim. All has been decided. Since it's a banquet for Fagusa, why not take a leaf out of the Tidens book? Live in the moment and enjoy life to the fullest.
I'm not as carefree as you. That little Dolo's kitten is already causing enough trouble for me. And on top of that, I still have tailoring commissions to complete. By the time the cool flame illuminates my eyes, I might not be able to focus as I used to.
Glaya's eyes.
Curious about these eyes? People often compare them to jewels. But I've already made my decision to ask romance for eyes that can see everything. I wonder what this world will look like when I take.
Yeah, I know what kitten she was talking about.
In the future, you will still be the finest weaver in the world.
Is this also a prophecy from the Three Fates?
It's even more accurate than a prophecy. After all, he has already witnessed it, right?
I mean, all accurate.
Become a demigod and lose your humanity. That is the only reply I've received in the countless times I've sought wisdom from the prophecy. But Destiny's fragments are like stitches. Before they're threaded into splendid garments, no one can see their true charm.
Thank you very much for the hydrate. I still got tea, so we're gonna drink tea.
Aglaya has always been troubled by the divine duty she must bear. But thanks to you, she seems to.
But I also have some juice next to me, just in case it tea runs out.
Just as she knows how the spinning wheel trembles, I can sense the smallest changes in the damp air. As for whether we know each other well, I've swum beside her since she was a child. Most of the time, I can understand the whispers in her heart.
I mean, it's already a lemon tea, so it does have its distinct flavor. It's also not only juice, it's juiced mixed with sparkling water, so.
For those words she was too shy to say herself, I'll raise a glass to you on her behalf. Now, I leave this bath chamber to you. Rest well and prepare yourselves. After all, every time we drink and talk could be the last celebration we have in this life.
Miss High Sealance has given us the bath chamber. It seems she really does do whatever she wants.
Yes, indeed. Surely. It's a mixed juice, and the other half is sparkling water. So I have like a 50-50, a little very light one at that.
Yeah, in the future. But for now, we're at the mercy of the host, and she could return at any moment. If we're having an important discussion, we must remain vigilant. So, let's seize the opportunity and report our current progress. We don't want to keep everyone beyond the sky waiting.
First, while that little empress with a candle stuck on her head didn't explicitly say it, she firmly rejected your request to take over the law. Fair enough.
More like lip. No, not black tea, because that would be with caffeine. So it's a rooibos. Is that how you pronounce it in English? Tea with lemon.
Second, Lygus is indeed in this timeline, but since he's somehow connected to that little empress, you have no way to find him. As expected. The road ahead will be long and difficult.
Yeah, have they been watching us, by the way?
It's all just a guess.
Oh.
What? Did I guess right?
Yeah, you did guess right.
We've made some progress here too.
I thought they maybe just been watching me from outside.
Our time is short, so let me summarize.
Concerning the origin of that Intellitron, the firewall he created uses Catorsane algebraic expressions. But ever since Aiden invented the 9-worded formula, this kind of mathematical logic no longer exists in the cosmos.
Lygus is definitely connected to the Genius Society, so stay alert.
The Germans put condensed milk in their tea. I know a few people that do put milk in their tea, like personally, but like in general, I think people just... Some people do put some sugar inside their tea, which I don't. I'll drink mine like just pure tea with a little bit of lemon sometimes. So, not always. I know a few people that do, but like traditionally, you just drink the tea with some sugar, I guess. At least that's how all the older people I know do it.
We can first exclude Droidhead themselves. They specialize in minding their own business and wouldn't intervene personally. But Scroy and I are still eliminating possibilities one by one.
Hey there, Isami. How you doing? Cream and sugar one. Yeah, as I said, I am mostly drinking my tea like without anything additional, like except maybe a bit of lemon. So I have not too much experience.
Currently, the most likely candidates are these few. The Lord of Silence, Acha. Oh, the two Ruperts are also possible. But it would be too boring if it were one of them.
But yeah, I am mostly having experience with like having just a lot of sugar in the tea, which is what I always gotten to drink like as a kid. And that was the day where I thought I do not like tea like at all. But when I was an adult and could decide for myself what I actually wanted to put in my tea, and I just didn't put the sugar in, suddenly I liked it more. It's really weird.
I've told you, his technology is both outdated and complicated, no less than genius. But ultimately, he's not an Eon. We can handle him. That's all I have to say. We'll depend on you to continue pushing things forward within this world. Keep in touch regularly. And remember, don't let your guard down.
Madame Herta is a real whirlwind. Well then, let's use the banquet Aglaya mentioned as our next starting point. Ceridra's trusted followers should all be present at that time. It'll be a good opportunity to get closer to them.
Yeah, we'll just be careful.
So then, with our great teamwork, we'll be able to deal with anything that comes our way. It's been a long day. We should get some rest now.
Uh-oh, why is there a screen that lets us decide? Does it mean that something evil is coming up?
Look, the venue's right ahead. And I can even hear singing. It feels so romantic.
We have 20 more minutes. Does that about line up with what when I have the next stopping point? I hope it does.
Honored guests, wait here for a moment. You must surrender any personal belongings you have on you before entering the venue.
This hero always brings down the vibe whenever he shows up.
The Imperator's elevated position means she must always remain meticulous and careful. Please do as I say, guests. It would avoid any unnecessary misunderstandings.
Wait, does that mean we have to give up that little thingy that keeps us like consistent with the timeline thingy? Don't give that. I mean, weapons fine, but
I get that you don't want people to bring outside food into the banquet, but is it really necessary to confiscate the books and quill pens?
Even a quill pen can become a deadly weapon in the right hands. I'm asking for all your items. All, Miss Cyrene. Your belongings will remain safe. They will be looked after appropriately by dedicated staff.
As I said, I am worried about the one token that we have.
Appropriately? Dedicated staff? Talk about a vague choice of words. It seems like he's aiming specifically for the chronocognitive anchor. What should we do?
Shove it up your butt. I mean... No, do not give that thingy over. That thing is our only safety card.
True. I had a feeling it would come to this. But I didn't expect such a direct demand. But listen, why don't we go with their plan and hand over the chronocognitive anchor to be looked after? After all, if the little Imperator is paying this much attention to you, she probably already knows all about our whispered conversation with the geniuses. I can pretty much guess what'll happen next.
Why?
But think about it. That's actually gonna be our shortcut.
Well, if you say so.
I knew it. You and I can practically read each other's minds.
Guests.
All right. We'll listen to you. Here you go. Also, please pass on a message to the Imperator from us. She can trust my friend. Anywhere, anytime.
Thank you for your cooperation. The Imperator has some urgent business she needs to attend to and will arrive shortly.
I have a bad feeling about giving up the thingy.
Why don't you head in with the other guests first and enjoy the feast?
Isn't Ceridra supposed to be the focus of the banquet? But she's not even here.
Okay, if we go to High Ceilings, we can't do the optional stuff. So let's do the optional stuff first.
Is there anything else we can help you with, dear guests? Or do you want me to recount the great Imperator's heroic deeds?
Hey, Labinas. I managed to get some honey brew that the scholars hid in the cellar. Wanna try it?
I want some too, no.
I'd never refuse to share a drink with Dux Brumalis, especially if she seeks me out first. Don't worry, dear guests. The banquet security won't
Those
be
two are
compromised.
weird. Fighting, but also somehow close.
This banquet has a never-ending flow of honey brew. You're welcome to try it and see whether our drinks are as good as those from beyond the sky.
Thank you for the offer, but we're more interested in knowing when the Imperator will be back.
The Imperator? Who knows? Maybe she's hiding somewhere, thinking up weird ideas again. If you ask me, she's never treated us soldiers properly, even though we put our necks on the line for her.
Hey, I can't pretend I didn't hear that, Seneca. Either retract your statement or duel me.
Fine by me. Attendant, bring us 10
And there they are fighting again.
I'm gonna make sure he can't even stand straight by the end of this.
You wish. Be careful you don't get drunk first.
Actually, there are so many people, we wouldn't be able to find the Imperator even if she were here. I know. Let's look for seats that are raised up higher than others.
Okay, let's do this next.
If you can't get used
Get
to
the
the
meat.
homebrew, we will go ask for a pot and cook some oatmeal for you.
No need for that. This banquet is just too loud. And nothing and no one here is interesting. I just don't really want to be here.
I can relate.
Lies. You were pretty energized when you came back from the bath chamber. Let me guess. Are you worrying about someone? About High Sealins? Or Little Cipher?
After the optional part is a nice place to pause.
You take everything too seriously. At this rate, life's gonna be real tough for you later on.
You're the least
I have one
qualified to
more
lecture me
of
about
the
that, teacher.
optional things. And 12 more minutes.
Dear guests, are you here for us? I mean, are you here for Treaty or Aggie?
No. I'm just wondering whether you've seen the Imperator.
The Imperator? No, we haven't.
Our sovereign has
she'll
always
come
acted
later,
however she pleases. Though she gave us ranks, she'd never tell anyone her whereabouts.
Pass the Aggie after the dialogue. Okay, I'll try.
Perhaps the only thing she tolerates are chess pieces. And the sky reflected upon her crown.
I see.
And also many pause points sounds really good.
Why do you two look so distressed? That's not what the deliverer should look like. Why don't we have a toast? While we still have time for pleasure. Here. To the destinies and sacrifices of the next millennium.
Then we will toast to the tomorrow that will set fate free.
Cheers.
And one more optional thingy there in the back somewhere. Ah, those two. I remember.
Hello. Welcome to the banquet.
Ah, so the deliverer is attending this event, as expected. Little Virginia here was just wondering whether she should go find you.
What did she want? What did she want to read some of the poetry?
As the great Imperator's historian, I'm responsible for composing poems and songs for everyone in the Flame Chase army. But I have no idea how I should record myself in the annals.
Little Virginia is wondering whether you can let slip a hint or two about her future, so she can find some inspiration to write about herself.
That doesn't sound like a good idea. Besides, we don't even know her in the future.
Which is something we also should not mention out loud.
But she'll probably get really disappointed if we tell her that.
Yes.
What should we do?
Before everybody asks us that, we have to say that we can't do that because if we say that, something could change up. Maybe. I mean, a white light doesn't hurt either. I don't want to give like a meh refusal. That is kind of weird. I mean, the truth is a little complicated. Because, yeah, we don't know anything about her. No, we tell her that we can do that. For reasons.
Alright, I got it. We can't reveal too much, but I think it wouldn't hurt to start your poem with the future. Maybe use something like, with hope, I write down the tale of tomorrow for myself. Silently waiting, day after day, till the moment it fulfills its promise. How's that?
I lied because, well, we know she dies tomorrow.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm after. I'm so inspired. Thank you so much. I feel like I can actually finish composing the heroic saga of Flame Chase once we end this campaign.
I mean, I would be worried that what I'm telling her is exactly the thing that does get her killed, you know?
And that's the art of conversation. I learned it from you, after all. So, how did I do? By the way, in return for that, are you able to tell us where the Imperator is?
The Imperator? She usually wouldn't arrive this early. She believes that rulers should stay silent in places where their subjects hold private conversations. Why don't we have a toast before she arrives? Two reasons,
So nobody actually
which is held,
knows.
but not revealed.
To romance, which will surely be returned.
Gray fry. A little sea hare. Please come over and share the delicacies of the deep sea with me.
Okay, I hope this is not too long because I want to go on with whatever until the next kind of stopping point or cutscene that we're getting. Because we're still having 7 minutes. That's a little too long for me.
You two have been wandering around the venue as if you have something on your mind. Have the attendants not taken care of you well?
No, we love it here. It's just... we're a little concerned.
Stop!
How the Imperator still hasn't arrived.
Is it really that long?
Don't worry. I know what you've been waiting for. Come.
Ah, dang it.
Sit with me for a while, will you? I'd like to share a personal secret with you.
Not super long. Okay, then maybe we can do that still, right?
See here? This is for Goose's dew of divine.
Probably like this cutscene here.
The sweetest of all the 12 bottles. On the night before such a historical event, I'd like to share this marvelous drink with the deliverer.
Doesn't this count as bringing in outside food? I knew that security check was targeted at us.
What's the matter, guests?
Oh, we're simply overwhelmed by such an honor.
Are you worried that I might have poisoned the dew? Well then, let me prove my innocence.
I would never trust somebody's drink just because they drink it. What if they are immune to the poison or have the antidote on them?
I feel like Miss Hysealans wants to talk to us about something. Why don't we go along with her for now?
I don't want it, thank you.
Worry not. Honeydew's not alcohol. It won't get you drunk.
I'm hearing honey. It sounds too sweet.
On the contrary, it can make your mind even sharper. Please have a taste. Would you like some too, little sea air?
I can drink it myself.
Ugh.
Sweet enough?
If I imagine sweet drink, I don't want to.
That's the taste of
Too
the
sweet.
future. It'll do you good to understand Fagusa's fickleness before we set off to face their waves. Just like how you're about to understand the secrets within this dew. Now,
Hey Russian, how
please
you
come
doing?
around. Very, very quietly. Don't make a single noise.
Okay. Quietly turn. I see it.
The dew of other gods all intoxicate humans. But the god of banquets dew is an antidote that can awaken humans from a sea siren's enchanting song. Since the start of this banquet, all the guests have been under the spell of my song. None of them can see the Imperator and that Fioros.
Even though they're standing there the whole time. Interesting.
But you two, I wish for you to see the truth.
Is this also what the Imperator wants?
This is my personal request. I can't bring myself to trust that Fioros.
I mean, warranted?
The Flame Chase army changed after he descended with Orynyx's divination.
Ah, good to hear that you're doing great.
The stars to Akama. His seductive
I'm doing okay-ish.
malicious within, and will ensnare
Better
those
than
of
some weeks ago.
ambition.
That was not so great.
You are the deliverers of the prophecy, and know about him far more than I do.
Can still stop after this. Yeah, I'll stop after this then.
Actions and words.
I'm not trusting myself for 20 more minutes.
Then we can show the Imperator the right path forward.
Oh, but isn't this acting behind her back?
Amphorius has become far too weak. Even heroic actions protecting her from harm must be conducted under the water's surface.
Somehow I like the watery
I
effect.
am the Imperator's blade, and I must clear the way for her while remaining concealed in the torrents. Then,
It would have been if I would have listened, yes. But I didn't listen. I was sick. I was sick for like a month or something. Had the biggest flu ever. I don't know. It was a nightmare.
Can you promise me something?
I'm still having a little bit of a cold, but everything else is pretty much died down.
speak your mind.
My friend.
Yeah, I had to take a lot of antibiotics and stuff,
Our
but
goals are aligned.
I am feeling better. Not 100%, but when have I ever felt 100%? Let's be real.
He has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything we know.
I mean, it doesn't make it any better, but I wasn't the only one being sick. Like, my whole family, like, caught the same thing. We have no idea who actually infected who here, like, who was the first one to get it, or where the thing did come from, but yeah. Just happy that everybody's, like, back to okay now.
I believe the Imperator will be able to tell right from wrong.
I never doubted your loyalty. I'll pass your words faithfully on to her, provided we can gain the advantage in this tug of war, that is. Now, return to the feast. Bring this cup with you and keep your distance. Pretend you are still immersed in the sea siren's fantasia, and I'll control the moisture in the air. That way, you'll be able to listen to sounds from afar as if you were a whale of the depths and hear every word of their conversation. I wish you a victory in this first skirmish.
The exciting and thrilling undercover part of the adventure.
Guess that now is a good point to pause, because now is a very long segment, right? Do I just... I have my group, so I'm not especially inside any... Oh, I am. I have to pause and save here. Wait, pause and save. I am inside a segment.
Misery
I was confused since I have my own group.
No matter where you go.
Long. 20 minutes is too long for today. So, and I don't want to cut it in like the middle of the segment. That would be... That would be weird, don't you agree? I think it would be weird if we cut it like in the absolute middle of the segment. Okay, Let me go over here. Get music back on. Wait a minute. Hello, music? Okay. I was confused, but there it is. So, yeah. Question mark is small sections. Build a relationship with her pre 3.5. Oh, okay. So like mini quests, something like that. That sounds like it's well done, yeah. Not much, no. I mean, we can talk a little bit, and then I'll wrap things up. My voice needs a break. One of the side effects still from being sick so long. My voice is down to its lowest it's been in a long time. But yeah, I'm not sure what happened with the sound today and why it was different from Thursday. I'll look into it. I can't say I can fix it because I have no idea what the reason is. Haha. The side effects. It's better? The way it was like at the end. I just hope that on Thursday when we play something else that the sound there will also be okay. Because the last thing I need is sound problems when I already sometimes have problems with my FPS, so... But yeah, the way it was during the stream now was okay for me. I'm excited. Just a tiny free game that I found. Just something little story. I don't know if it's good. If it's bad, we don't need to continue. But I want to try it out. I also don't know how long. Maybe it's just an hour long. Maybe it's longer. I don't know. We will find out on Thursday. Yeah, live stream is on Friday. So we'll get codes. And I wonder what else we will all be getting. I did see that they postponed the drip marketing officially. So we'll see what the future holds, I'm guessing. Can change things. We just can hope for the best. Or something. Of course, yeah. Cause politics. My least favorite reason for things. Yeah. Honestly, like speaking from like my personal experience currently, since I've been out of things for so long, especially since I've been sick so long and a lot of real life things happen to me, I don't complain about things being on pause, like from my personal own perspective. But I can get that is like, it's a bad thing on so many levels. Like not only that there is a pause, but like on the creative freedom and stuff. I'm not really happy about things of that nature, so to speak. But yeah, better this way than something quick. I hope that if there's a delay, that they delay as long as they need for a good patch, instead of just quickly doing something so they can quickly do something, because that would be really bad. If you get like bad content, it's worse than having no content for a while, in my personal opinion. I am like a quality and not quantity person. Yeah, and also we get to save. Personally, if I had to make a decision, I would put a big rerun banner during that time. Like, so people can get something that maybe hasn't run in a while. You know? So everybody can be happy. You can either save or you can get something that usually doesn't, like, find the time to be running that often. It's not the end of the world, that's for sure. As I said, in other aspects, I find it very questioning, but the pause aspect doesn't bother me that much. Like, yeah. But we'll see how things are. I am wondering if we see on Friday, because usually on Friday, like not on Friday specifically, but usually on like the last patch, we see like a preview on what comes next. And since we will not have a preview yet, so I'm guessing they will address the pause in the live stream. Maybe they won't, but that's my personal guess. What I think will happen. Just my random guess. Could be wrong, could be right. But yeah. I will go cook my dinner now. And knowing myself, I will not continue with the story until next week when we'll stream again. As I said, something different. We'll play something different on Thursday if I get it to run. If I don't get it to run, then the emergency plan is just to play Star Rail again. But I hope it will run. And then we'll see if it's fun or not. It will definitely be an experience. So much is for sure. Pray that it works. Yeah, I am praying too. Yes. Okay. So I thank you all for being here today. It's been a nice stream. Even with the audio problems, I hope it was okay. I hope I can get that to work properly on all ends. And I hope I see you again the next time. Bye-bye.